Hi, lovelies. How you doing today? Good day to you. Apologies for not being online for quite some time. Your girl has just been under the weather, but now we are stronger and better. Yes, thank you. Welcome to another interesting episode of SwantahSpeaks. What do you have to say about it? So today we'll be having a very interesting conversation on protest or stay at home. I won't be doing this all by myself. I am so excited. So for the first time in SwantahSpeaks, we are having a guest. I am just super excited. Yes, I know I always look forward to that one of you coming here to sit here with me and we'll have a discussion. So today, finally, we have somebody. So join guys as we welcome our first guest ever. It's SwantahSpeaks. Hi.
Hi.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I should give you a hug.
I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So I know you.
Okay.
So may my lovelies know you.
Hi guys. My name is Blessing Ogonna. I'm a businesswoman and an entrepreneur.
That's a lot. Okay, well, so I'm so glad to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, so today we'll be talking on protest or stay at home.
Okay.
Basically, we're talking about the whole protest and the end bad governance, what you think about it.
Okay.
I would ask you a few questions. You give me what you think, your personal insight. But I would really love to add. SwantahSpeaks is a no judgment zone. So you're free to say whatever you want to say sincerely. Right, so thank you so much once again for coming.
Thank you.
So, lovely, before we go further to question and answer, jotted down this definition of protest.
Okay.
Protest is a public demonstration of an action, right? Or a statement expressing disapproval of something. So, you do not like the governance, you're out, you're talking, you don't want it anymore, you're protesting. You do not want, you're tired of the way the high price of things, you're protesting.
Yeah.
So that's just what protest is about, you get. So it now depends on how you want to do your protest, whether you want it to be peaceful or you want it to be
Violence.
violence. But this time around,
Okay.
Nigeria is actually doing a peaceful protest, and
Yeah.
I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Even though somehow, there've been a bit of physical violence in some states like Kano, they've really been setting places ablaze. It's really sad, but still, but at least I'm glad that a major part of the states they actually having peaceful protests. And for Benin to actually be peaceful, really trust me, it's a good thing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
That's nice.
So that's it. So we're just going straight up, right? So tell me, what do you think about protesting?
Protest, when necessary,
Yeah.
is a way to cry out from your mouth to the governor's ears, not for you to just be saying it, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. You coming together as a group to cry out, to let your voice be heard, that, oh, we put you here. These are the things that we don't like that you are doing. We want a change. Do you understand? So that's what I feel protest is all about. Do you understand? So protest is expected to be like peaceful, because you would not want to go to your parents and be like, Daddy, I want this.
Yeah.
It's like you being calm and be like, we don't actually want this. We don't like the situation where the country is leading to at the moment. So yeah, that's my own opinion about protest.
Okay. Well, the protest has been going on for today's the fifth day.
Yeah.
Yes, and from day one, day two, day three, we've actually been waiting to hear what our president
Have to
say.
say,
Yeah, but he didn't say anything until yesterday, 4th of August. He finally decided to speak and give us a speech. The thing I pinpointed from that speech, what I took home, is the fact that he's actually giving he's actually giving a call for dialogue, and he also emphasized on the fact that there's excess bloodshed. You understand? So he doesn't want the bloodshed anymore. Although the responses we got from our fellow Nigerians was actually very bad, because according to what they said, they're like, You can't just come out to tell us that there's bloodshed. We actually we're crying for a reason. You did not even address what the matter is. You
Okay.
did not address what we have on our placards.
At all.
You are telling me that there's bloodshed.
Okay.
So Nigerians did not take it easy at all.
Okay.
Today, they are still out protesting.
Okay.
Because obviously, I think if it was a place that, if Mr. President actually addressed what we said, what we wanted, I think maybe now they will have paused on the protest.
Okay.
But for the fact that they did not address it, it means that Nigerians are not satisfied. Or what do you think?
The thing is this. According to my what was brought to my notice is the president had a month. It was notified a month before this protest.
Ah, okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So why not dialogue? Do the dialogue then. Why didn't you sit down and talk to the people before this protest?
Yeah.
Why now? Or were you thinking that the masses were joking?
Joking, yeah.
Or were you thinking that
Nigeria, there was a cash cruise
so
now.
were you thinking that okay fine, let me use the word, like maybe you thought maybe we're catching
We're
cruise.
catching cruise.
Nobody catch cruise with this kind of a month. That's like 30 days.
Exactly.
And after like 3 days or 4 days to the protest, you're not calling for dialogue. Hello. That aside, we're talking about the bloodshed. What initiated that action in the first place? Was it not hunger? If I've eaten, will I go out and be looking for who I want to fight with? No. They say an hungry man is what? An angry man. So what do you expect? You are calling for dialogue. And funny enough, in the 7-minute speech that he gave, we the Nigerians did not even see. I myself personally, let me speak for myself right now. I don't know if other persons see reasons. With what Mr. President said, I'm sorry, I didn't see any good reason. I didn't see any important thing that he said that actually referred to the cry of the masses.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're talking about you removed subsidy. Mr. President, please bring it back. Bring it back.
Because ever since you removed it, everything has actually gone from A to Z, or shall from 100 to 0 if you ask me.
My dear, even if there was a letter that's bigger than 0, that's where we are. That's where we are right now. And you're calling for dialogue. When you had a month's notice, you could have easily sat down some major parties that are in charge of this and be like, these people are not happy. These people want to protest. Let's avoid this. Let's secure our name. Let's secure the pride that we have. Or let me use the word, let's maintain our seas. And let's maintain our seas and be like, okay, fine, let's avoid this.
Yes.
Do you understand? And you keep on going back and forth about the things that we are not even seeing, the things that are not even related to our cry. So what's the dialogue about?
So if I'm to put it everything you said in one word, no, like it would have been better you just kept quiet.
My dear, you all, everybody, hello, was it important to you? It wasn't important to me.
Because really, you come out to address a matter actually makes the matter worse. There's no need of you addressing.
But there's like you hadn't this time. You're not even having food. It's like you just poured gas inside the
like,
fire.
Just be burning.
Boom. Because the protest has been going on from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. We have been waiting for your word. We have been waiting for Mr. President to speak. And all of a sudden you came out and you're saying that there's small bloodshed. No, Mr. President, this is big. This is one of the, I would say this is like one of the peaceful protests, or this is the ever peaceful protest I've ever seen.
Yes.
Do you understand? Yeah. You can't compare it right now to 2020.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And you're saying bloodshed. There's bloodshed. What initiated it? That should be the question you should ask yourself and not the masses. If I'm at my workplace, will I come outside to come and be fighting with anybody? No. And you came out now and be saying dialogue when you had like 1 month notice
to actually address the
thank
matter.
You to put things in place. So I see no reason for the speech in the first place. Like that's like 7 wasted minutes. Sorry guys.
Okay, well, I totally agree if you ask me because I listened to it and
Okay.
I just told you what I got from that's the reason I got from it. And
Okay.
that's the reason I think he said he has spoken, if you
Okay.
ask me, with
All
all
right.
due respect. So then I also saw a post by Wole Shrinka. He
Okay.
was actually talking about the killings.
Yeah.
He said something about the security agency. He said at this stage or at this point we are that the Nigeria security agencies will have gotten to that level that they're able to address matters with citizens or rather with civilians without including shooting,
Okay.
like into the exchange of bullets. They
Yeah.
shouldn't have done that. So,
Yeah.
as in the best way to address a matter is not just by killing anybody that wants to be argue with you
Yeah.
or go contrary to what you're trying to. You're actually there. You are there to implement law and order.
Yeah.
That's why you were there. That's why they said, okay, police should be there. Police were there,
Yeah.
civil defense, the
Yeah.
soldiers, they were actually there just to make sure that everything goes peaceful. So if everything is not going contrary to what was the agreement, I think in police Shrinker, what I was trying to say was that there are ways to actually address this thing instead of you just wanting to. Because today's not the first time that security men now always want to just shoot out. They like it's as if they always. I think they see it as I don't know if it's a privilege to just use a gun at anybody that tries to misbehave. The gun should not be your first option.
Yeah.
Do you understand? If you are shooting in the air, I think that's quite different. But shooting directly at a person, that is wrong because one of the news story I read is actually the bloods that were actually shared is not between civilians. It's
Mm.
actually gunshot from security men to civilians.
Civilians.
You
Yeah.
get so that's actually what Wole Shrinka was talking about. That by now
Yeah.
we should have been the security force should be able to work with the civilians without having to exchange bullets.
Yes. Yeah.
You get so I don't know that, and I really see his point. If you ask me,
The thing about this right now is what corruption, corruption. You know, well, how will I put it now that it will actually make sense to you? The thing is this: it has gotten to a stage that security people don't have a say of their own, a action on their own. You will not want to tell me that they act on their own. Do you understand? Okay, fine. If I act on my own and I shoot normal civilians, there should be a point of actions be taken about you shooting at a normal civilian. Do you understand? But you still see them every going through their day-to-day life as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But if a proper what I put it now, a proper rule was said or was made that no shooting of normal masses during protest, or just don't shoot normal masses. You see everybody, no matter what the masses do to you, you will hold back your weapon.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because you know what awaits you.
Yes.
Do you understand? But when no proper rules were made,
Whatever goes.
whatever, it has gone to the point that um masses, we Nigerians or we citizens of Nigeria look like chicken in their eyes. That once you just do like this,
Take care of.
you are out. So if proper law was made that when you shoot not a harmed, I'm not harmed right now.
Yes.
Do you
Exactly,
understand?
yes.
I'm not harmed. If I'm harmed, is a
It's a
different
different
thing.
case, yes,
You understand?
yes.
It was like, okay, fine, you were being threatened. Do you understand? Right now, me with my bag, I'm not threatening you. I'm not even with my bag. I'm just like, I'm not threatening you. The next thing you put the trigger on me. Why? You should be sentenced for it. Right now, you are a murderer. Forget your uniform. A murderer is a murderer. But when that particular action is taken and nobody is going in for it, it gives other people the chance to do
Do
such.
such, yeah, and do more actually.
Because there's no proper discipline, there's no proper rules for, or no proper repercussion for you when you do such. So what is it? It's not corruption. It's corruption now.
Which is exactly what we are trying to fight against.
So that's it. That's it.
When I saw the picture of corpses, right, it reminded
Yeah.
me of NSAS.
My dear.
And in my head, I was like, this is actually one of the reasons why most persons do not even come out. Because I'm very sure, because I cannot remember the countless calls I received from my mother.
Okay.
Don't come outside, though. Don't come outside, though. I don't want. So I'm very sure that during the NSAS
Protest.
protest, right? Some mothers and some fathers too will have done that to their children. Don't go, oh, don't go. Some of them will have gone. Some of them lost their life. Now they have siblings. Of course, they will also tell the siblings, you know what happens to your brother? Don't go, that kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
I just cannot forget the picture of NSAS. It takes me back to it every time.
NSAS is one of the most, that's like, after 1960, the thing that Nigerian will live to remember
Yeah.
is 2020.
Yeah, NSAS.
Do you
It's true.
understand? It was something else. There's no right, I don't think the dictionary has the right word for what happened. That's
Because every word actually does not explain it. If you want to use brutal, it can't really,
it's on the
I don't know, it can't contain it. It's just too brutal, is too I don't
it cannot
know
even carry the weight of the agony.
of what happened.
Do you understand?
It's
It
so
was
sad.
something else. And before that, before people could come out for that protest, a lot has happened. A lot of life were already
Really
lost
Yeah.
before that protest. It got to a stage that people don't even care if they die.
They
People
also-
don't even care if they lost, because
they
one
tell
way
you,
or the other,
they tell you that, okay, even if I die, I'm fighting for my children.
for the future. Because many people died before the protest for no just cause.
Yeah.
So why not just me dying? Let me just die for a cause instead.
Yes.
So that was the major purpose for that NSAS. Because that NSAS, there was a lot of lives were lost. Do you understand?
But the issue I have
Okay.
is the extortion. Did you hear about it?
Extraction in what area?
The people that mark their roadblocks,
Okay.
their marked roadblocks, they extort from motorists.
What
So
area?
let's say Santana Market to bypass down Saple Road. There's a roadblock on Santana Market Road,
Okay.
and you want to pass
Yeah.
to down Saple Road after Santana Market,
Yeah.
you have some men that are actually there. They've mounted roadblocks there, so you can't move. Now, for them to give you to grant you access,
You have to pay.
Like when I saw that for the first time, I had to pinch myself because it did not really make sense.
It's not hard
We
enough.
are pursuing a thing. We actually have a purpose.
Yeah.
And now you're coming to extort from me. And yet we call ourselves, we are supposed to be like one, right? We're supposed to come together to pursue this. So what makes us different from the said government?
Anyway, I will say that is personal interest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know, when people are looking for opportunity, I'll call that sort of people an opportunist. Do you understand? Now we are crying for the same thing. We are crying one Nigeria, right? We are out. We come out in our groups, our various groups, to achieve one goal. And you are outside extorting money from me. Like, let me tell you, you're stealing money from me that is going out to still achieve the same goal that all of us are outside for. But I'll call that greed.
Yes.
That's where this whole thing started from. You understand? Greed. This is all greed. Let me just use this word that, okay, fine. The government want to have it all to themselves.
Yes.
I hear a part that they said 10 trucks of rice should be sold for 40,000 naira. This is like the second day now. How many days does it take, my dears, please? How many days does it take a truck to land to each state?
To each state, exactly.
Do you
So
understand?
there's an excuse now. There's an excuse.
Okay, what's the excuse?
Roadblocks.
Oh, roadblocks.
Yes, they're protesting, so they can't.
They are
really go.
protesting. Believe me, you guys, we are not going to see that truck. That's how termites will eat the rice.
Yeah, and that's God bringing back to that thing. It's
Do you
so funny
understand?
how rats eat money, how snakes swallow money.
This one, termite is going to eat the rice. Termite is coming to eat it. It was. I think. I heard of Benin people when they saw where they kept all those pandemic rice.
Yeah, they looted down. They took it out.
Since when?
They took it out. Like, you can imagine, like that. Just imagine. But then it was like 2019, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Like, so imagine since that time.
That's
so
right.
we actually had rice kept somewhere. While human beings were actually dying.
Is that
of
not greed?
hunger. Exactly, that's true.
Is that not greed? When we talk about the governors,
I know. Sorry.
It's okay.
You just brought back to me the scripture that says, we gather we gather. I don't know. I can't say it verbatim.
Okay.
But you know when the Bible says we gather foods
Yeah.
in holes that termites will eat.
It's
That's exactly what's happening because we are gathering and we're not eating it yet. Insects, termites
And
per se actually go to actually eat
it's
those things.
That's what I'm saying.
You get really like
That's it. We're talking about the government. The government developed on the president, the chairman, the
Yes.
senate, the local government. What are you
and
saying?
even us because I do not mention government without including myself.
So maybe that contract now to take the trucks
Yes.
to a particular state and distribute it was assigned to one particular individual, and we say no. Why are we going to give the individuals rights? Why did they want it? Do you understand? And the person will loot it
Take it for himself.
all to himself.
They start selling it.
We bargain it. We will still buy it for the same amount that we have been crying about.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, one person is just busy counting all this money and be calling us fools. Why do we not want to cry out? Of course, we're going to cry out. You expect to be pinching a baby and expect the baby not to cry. Baby will cry. That's what we're doing right now. We are crying. We are crying. It has gotten to a point whereby we can't bear it anymore.
Yeah.
To think that Nigeria, the great Nigeria, is actually crying because of what? Hunger.
It's so devastating. Like the nation that produces its own food is actually crying for food.
Nigeria.
It doesn't even sound good to the ear.
The thought of it every day, it's like I'm confused. Like, how did we get here?
Exactly.
Like, how did we get to this point?
Yeah,
that
true.
we're not crying about food scarcity.
No, even though that is included though. But that's not the major
No, that's
cry.
not the like. We're not crying about there's no food scarcity. This one, that one,
insecurity. This one.
Do you understand? We're not crying about Boko Haram right now. We're not crying about X-Men right now.
No,
we are crying about hunger.
It's really, really sad. You know, in church on Sunday, the pastor said, no, this Sunday, yeah. Well, the pastor said these protests we're having now, something that we ought to have started long before now. He said we ought to have started this protest when the herdsmen were killing our farmers.
Okay.
When the herdsmen were actually going to a certain region in our state, then they will take over that state. You go to a place it's not Northern related, it's not Fulani related, but you see they are just there. They've taken charge of that location. You understand? So that's when we ought to have started this protest. But because being Nigerians, I think a typical black man actually, it did not affect me now. It did not affect
What's
you.
my business?
So, what's my business? So everybody kept quiet. So when I got, I think a typical African likes to do things at dying minutes.
Yeah.
When you don't choke.
Okay.
So at this point now we are choked.
So
that's why we're not crying out. Because I believe that if we had started this cry from that time, imagine just imagine for homes today having estimate issues. Farmers could not go to farm. Farmers actually, I heard in a particular region in Edo State, they have to group to go to farm. And you know that when they still group amongst them, somebody will still send information out to other persons that will still come, even as a group, they will still kidnap them in the farm.
What are we all saying? And for that NSA's own, many people will be like, I'm not a farmer. What's my business? I'm not a northerner. What's my business?
Yeah.
Not knowing that what affects one affects all. What affects the nose affects all parts of the body.
Exactly.
So do you understand? And funny enough, it has gotten to a point that Nigerians should not wait till dying minutes before they react. Because you know why? Because at an early stage, it will be easier to amend.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now how many farmers do we have right now?
You can't even, you can actually count.
A few. Just a few.
Yes.
Do you understand? Then go back to when farming was one of the means of livelihood.
Yeah.
Did you ever heard of hunger or increment in prices?
No. You can't, no.
We'll go trade and barter. Then we'll be like, I have nyam.
Yes.
You understand? give me plantain, or I have rice, 3 cup of rice, give
I
me three
want
cup of
beans.
beans. Do
Yeah.
you understand? It was easier. It was very, very easier. There was no greed because everybody in the morning, early in the morning by 5, everybody has gone to the farm.
Yes. Yes.
Anybody that you see in the house at that early morning, you know, like person is sick or maybe person is disabled. Everybody know they're supposed to be out there.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
understand? Okay, civilization came. I would say number one, civilization was one of the things that damaged the whole stuff.
I think I will argue that.
Don't hang me anyway. Let me tell you why. Before you argue with me, let me tell you why. When civilization came, they dragged our attention away from farming and into education. Do you understand? Education. Um, they brought teachers, they brought doctors, which were good. Brought teachers, brought doctors, brought engineers, and the rest things. Leaving out farmers. Teachers, won't they eat?
Of course.
Doctors, won't they eat?
Yeah.
Footballers, won't they eat?
Of course they will.
Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
The same resources that you put in each and one of these new development that you are bringing out, you should also put the same in farming, because everything still falls back to agriculture.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So whereby me as a doctor, I've gone out treating lots of people, I'm coming back, I'm hungry, there's no food. There's no
Where do you
food.
feed on? Or what do you feed on?
Do you understand?
But the reason why I said I will hang it there is
Okay.
actually, but I think you already balanced it, because when civilization came,
Yeah.
it came
Yeah.
just to bring more things.
Yeah.
Just like saying, okay, this is your bottle, right? Then, okay, this was actually your bottle.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, you have this new one.
Yeah.
So you push
This one away.
You wouldn't blame this one for coming.
Okay.
You would blame yourself for not realizing that you can actually use two of
Of
them.
them.
So that's why I said I will hang you there.
Okay.
Because civilization is naturally, this is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
This is civilization. It's
Yeah.
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
The bad thing is the order of these two things. And you
Things.
need to realize that we can
Yeah.
actually use two of them
Them
together.
together.
This is
Yeah.
actually one thing I'll say Nigerians suffer. If you notice, if there's a certain thing that comes, a new development that comes into our
Existence.
vicinity or into existence in this country,
Yeah.
we totally forget
About the old one.
Take a look at oil. When it was oil, oil is the main money.
The circuit drive.
Everybody focused on
On
oil.
oil.
Nobody thought of any other thing again. And nobody thought of any other thing. Just oil, oil, oil. So they make sure they did that until. So it's like you know, if we get something, if we do not suck
it dry.
to the extent I will not see anything again, we don't leave it.
Can you imagine?
It's as if all of a sudden we stop thinking, we just focus on that thing. So I think when we had agriculture, we were seeing the impact.
Yeah.
We were enjoying it,
Yeah.
right? So we just kept on enjoying it. So when this one came and it seemed like it made life a bit easier, we moved.
Yeah.
Forgetting that we can actually combine everything. You get, right? So you see where the problem is. So it's not really the thing, it is the person in control of the thing.
Yeah.
That's it. But you know that I keep on saying that agriculture. Well, our ex-president has said it. He said your youth should go back to agriculture. And
Did you buy it?
in as much that even though I was angry when he said it at that time, because it did not make sense to me.
Yeah.
No, back on me. No. I'll just go and be farming for what now? As I'm fine.
Well, you're crying about hunger, right? You're crying about the cost of. Let me tell you why the things are costly. Because to me, sorry guys, to me, I think that why things are costly because we have few number of people that are doing it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. Imagine me, I'm selling rice. You also you're selling rice. Like let me say 1/10 of the population in Nigeria are, will I put the word wearing, or we are into rice. Yeah. Do you understand? We are rice farmers. Let me use that we are okay, that's fine, we are rice farmers. Do you think that if I tell you that my bag of rice is 70,000 and you go my own is 60,000 and you go down 50,000, do you think that we would be where we are right now?
We won't. No, we won't actually.
Do you understand? They imagine that we have 1/10 of Nigerians also that are into beans. Not that we just left everything for the non-tenants.
To just take like it's just for them.
Do you understand? Okay, now let's think about what about if the non-tenants decide to leave everything to make all of us carry education. Let's all of us turn to doctors,
And
lawyer.
who actually says you can actually not be educated and still be a farmer? After all, they study agriculture in school. You go to school to study botany. Botany is the study of plants. Plants is under agriculture.
Yeah.
So who says that you going to school can actually stop you from being a farmer?
I don't want to really emphasize on this topic because when we emphasize on this topic, we're not going to live here today because I have a lot about agriculture.
Okay, so no, okay, I think we'll have a different session for this. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think we'll do that. But I believe actually that agriculture will save us last.
I swear.
I feel
It's
so.
it's definitely
Because
will.
the other day my mom had ulcer,
Okay.
right? So she has taken different medications.
Okay.
Right. Then somebody came and said there's this native leaf that know the issue with us is that when we hear native leaf, that's really true.
Yeah.
So anything herbal is
Cancelled.
Is idol worship.
Yeah, diabolic.
Thank you, diabolic. So she was like, the person they bought the leaf for her. Okay, just do it now. She said my mom was actually trained leaf like a priest. Well, she would chew the leaf, you add granite to it and she chewed and that helped her a lot. Seriously, and she stopped feeling the pain. Normally when she sleeps at night, when she wakes up the next morning, she starts feeling the pain everywhere. But now when she sleeps, she's okay, she's fine. Yeah. Somebody just maybe went to the farm or as a father that was once an herbalist and they just got the idea. Even though it's so painful that most of our herbalists they die with what they know. They don't really share it to their kids. That's just the sad part. But some persons that actually happen to have this knowledge, they take it from them. So you see, everything is still on agriculture. So I still feel that this one I know in my heart that last in agriculture. Sorry. Last agriculture will save us. We might still fall back to agriculture.
It will. Let's go back to our roots.
Yes, thank you. Let's go back to our roots days. So I really feel so. Yes.
Yeah.
But still, I feel that even when we go back to agriculture,
okay,
and we still have the kind of mentality we have, just like the one that I've talked about the extortion, where they extort money from motorists.
Yeah.
So is it good for that if we still go into agriculture and we have this kind of system with this kind of mindset, we still spoil it?
So do you want us to wipe away 1/10 of the people that have that mentality?
If it was possible, sure. Well, that would like that side. But if it was possible, sure. But it won't be a moderate.
It's not possible though.
Not possible.
Not possible.
So I feel that even though this protest is going on, if we do not have a good working system, that would be able to protect the results from this protest. Like if after the protest, peradventure after the protest, the government finally gets to listen and they want to do as we've pleaded, right? If we do not have a good system that will follow it up, it will still crumble. I don't know if you have
corruption has taken over. Corruption has taken over the country. Do you understand? And believe me, I'm not trying to be negative at this moment. Believe me, that this thing that we cry for right now, they might answer to it though, but not up to a year.
Something happens.
It will develop it will have a new face.
Okay.
That the people will not longer be comfortable with it. But they will not want to protest about it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah. I thought in 2023 they protested, right?
Was there a protest?
Yeah, there was.
No, I don't think that was last year now.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It was just the strike now. LFC, when they actually went on strike and had a little protest on it.
There was a protest, right? Yeah. So it has gotten to a stage now that almost after how many years? Or let me just say 2020 there was protest, 2023 there was protest, 2024 now there's protest. So meaning that in 2026 we should be expecting another protest.
Not entirely true. Because if our needs are met, really. And like I still say,
Yeah.
a good system to put in place. We shouldn't be expecting a
Who is a
protest.
good system?
We are actually.
We are.
Yes,
Okay.
because I do not mention the government without calling ourselves because
Okay.
we are the government.
We are the government. Okay. Let's be hopeful and let's just keep our fingers crossed. Because with what Mr. President said for dialogue,
Yeah,
I'm not buying it. Nigerians are not buying it. We want to hear something else. Because assuming you are not given a 1 month notice, would have been different that they took him unaware.
yes,
Do you understand?
yes.
But there was a 1 month notice
Yeah.
before now. Why did you call for the dialogue before now? Do you understand? Why did you sit, let's use the word cancus members
Yeah.
before now to be like, okay, fine. These people wants to, if these people are not happy, let's do this, let's do that to
Yeah.
calm
The
them
whole
down.
thing,
Do you
yes.
understand? So let's just keep our fingers crossed, guys.
Okay. Keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. But today is day 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it took Mr. President 3 days before coming out.
Do you understand?
Well, let's say he was busy with other things.
Busy
Yeah.
for your people. Who are you serving?
Okay, I do not want to be rude,
Yeah.
but you should know already that we basically do not have servers as governors.
But let's mind
We
let's
don't.
let's trade with caution. Let's mind what we say.
Exactly.
Let's
So,
trade with caution.
let's just leave that. Let's not go
Yeah.
in there. You understand? But with where the protest is going, everywhere on the news you see from different states that
Yeah.
they have different coverage of different states and all. Kano is actually the one that they've been setting things ablaze so much. Like I think the violence now is really more coming from the northern side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching on TC, I think one of the channels, no,
Yeah.
TVC. Is it TVC? Yeah, yes. And there's reports of some places that they set ablaze not really set ablaze. I think they were just burning out, just burning
Yeah.
things. So there was that fire in the northern side. So I think that's where the violence is really even coming from.
My dear, an hungry man is an angry man.
Yeah, but also this is what I think is also the problem.
Before them burning stuff, right? Was that's why I said everything leads to the Senate, the governors of each state, the local government chairman, and everything. So you can't tell me. I believe that you can't tell me that the day one of the protest, you as a governor cannot ease your people down. That okay, fine. This is what the president is supposed to do for you. Let me do 1/10 out of it. Let's have a peaceful protest.
But some governors did that.
And you see violence in their states?
Yeah, that's true. Some actually, because some governors did that. I think even our governor actually gave his did that. Then Port Harcourt, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, the governor of River State. The governor also came out and actually addressed
Do you
yes,
understand?
yes, addressed them. So
And do you
did
see
that.
and do you see any kind of violence in
But
those
you know,
states?
it's a national thing.
It's a
So
national
everybody
thing.
know, even if the governor comes and does this talking, they know that this issue is not from the state level. It's from the federal level.
When they say end bad governance, do you think they're talking about only the president?
No, of course not. Of course
Not only
not.
the president.
Yeah, they're talking about the governors, all
Everybody
the
in power
body
that has
in
power.
Yes,
Do you understand?
yes.
So they have their own reasons. We are here right now. We don't know what's happening in Kaduna. We don't know what's happening in Kano,
Yes.
except the things that we see on TVs.
Yeah.
But we don't know about how they actually feel inside. That enters in beneath here. It was something else because we are here. We know how it felt here. You understand? No matter how we explain to other states, they won't actually feel it the way we feel it. So we don't know their anger. What actually provoked them to that extent to do that? Even the people that they interviewed might be saying, "Oh, the hunger," but we don't know how they actually. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
For you to get angry and start burning things, burning government properties, do you understand?
That is a problem for me.
It's not a
You no, you born sorry,
okay.
but actually would love to address this. You go to the streets
Yeah.
or you go to a certain organization or
Yeah.
something and you say because it's government property you want to burn it down, or you go to the road because it's government property you want to break the quota and do everything. What happens is that we suffer it more
True.
than the government now, than the governor or the president or any political body per se.
Yeah.
We suffer it more.
True.
If the political body, the senate, the local government chairman, the governor, when they are passing the roads with their e-locks, hello, or their high their jeeps and everything, do they get to feel the gallop? Or does it burst through their tires? You are the one always going back to vulcanizer to fix our tires every day because of bad roads.
True.
So when you go down, you burn it down, you scatter it, or you want to put things that will pierce tires.
Yes.
We are the one that suffer it. You go down, you pull down the street lights that they put for you to actually lighten your street, you put it down. Then if there's any case of insecurity, there's no where a dark place, what do you expect? Bad things happens in a dark place,
Yeah.
you understand? And then there's case of robbery or kidnapping, other cases. What happens? Who suffers it?
Okay.
Is it the governor's family that gets kidnapped? No.
Most times some governments family
How
do
many
it.
have you really heard? Direct government. How many have you heard?
Okay.
You get
Just
so
a
while the
few.
one that actually suffered, you go down, you put down traffic
Traffic
lights, right? And after a while, the road
There's
is blocked.
traffic.
There's traffic jam. Who suffers? Who has
Wait.
to stay under that traffic jam for hours? Our
Wait.
children get late to school. We get late to the office. We miss appointments. Who gets to suffer it?
We do.
They do. Instead,
You
so the thing
understand?
is that I have issues with people that actually go to destroy properties or in the name of it is government property.
Go to their house instead.
Thank you. Just burn it down. Hello. So I'm not okay. Yeah, this is government.
You are
not
angry.
not you going to burn down a place that me and you will use. Like,
We're going to suffer it.
you understand? So it doesn't make sense that you go out destroying things because why? If it is a government property.
Most times it's anger. Do you understand? Most times you just want to like venge the anger on something. You don't want to venge the anger on somebody because you know that person can punch you. You just like, let me just destroy this government property because I'm telling them I want food. They are giving me a street light. What's the street light for? Not knowing that tomorrow you own a car.
Yeah,
You
and
or
you need it.
not even own a car. You'll be in a bus.
Okay.
And you'll be like, what did they cause this traffic? Not knowing that it was the thing that you destroyed out of anger.
So at that point, you're not thinking of that thing as being useful because anger has covered you. So you see, in SwantahSpeaks, we actually talk about emotions, right? A whole lot. I try to see how I can impact my lovelies on how to build their emotions. And anger is actually one of the things. You see, guys. So when you're angry, you actually need time to actually be able to control yourself.
Right.
Because anger is actually very difficult. It's a hard thing to control.
Very difficult.
You can't really control you. You can't just say out of be able to control yourself. Some persons they're extremely emotional that it takes charge of all of their body. So that's what happens to most persons. Because at that particular time you're looking at the traffic lights. What am I using it for? So your eyes is clouded with anger. You forget that you actually need it like small for something else.
You need it all.
It still brings back to what I always say, guys. No matter how your emotions are high, always try to bring it down. Try to make sure that you are under control. Like you are in control, in charge, not your emotions being in charge. Thanks for bringing that up. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I still do not still justify those people.
Are you serious?
We should have sense. At this point, we should have sense that if you destroy anything or in the name of government property, you are spoiling it for yourself because now you go suffer am. Now us, me, you, all of us, how we go suffer am. It's not the governor that come and suffer it. Neither is it the president, it's not the Senate. It is us.
My dear.
We're the one that go through that road every
day.
We're the one that go through everything. So what is the need?
What do they cause this traffic? My
Do you
dear,
understand?
it was what you damaged.
You understand of anger. Wow, well, it's really been a beautiful session. Even though I really want us to talk about the agriculture, I'm not conceiving Nigeria with agriculture. Even though I'm not an agriculturist, but I just know in my heart of hearts that We'll go back to agriculture. But we'll leave that for another session. Not today, not today. So, one question before you leave.
Okay.
Have you been protesting? I do not want to hear inside the house. So. I mean, like, have you been going through have you been sweating?
My lovelies, my beautiful people, my beautiful Nigerian people. You mentioned part of people will lock their shop and stay at home. I agree to add myself to people that choose peace. I'm in the house, my dear. I have my personal reasons why I am. When you go back to what happened in 2020 and you saw the killings, you will not want to trade that. But so far, so good. Seeing the recent protests being peaceful, I'll see you guys out there. I'm going all out. Of course.
Okay, all right. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. I like that. We'll see you out there.
We'll see you out there.
We know every time I remember NSAS, it's traumatizing.
It's my dear, traumatizing is not even the right word for it.
It's like
It makes me want to tear whenever I think about it.
It's so sad, And that's actually, I think that's actually, like you said, that's actually the reason why most persons never come out.
Yeah.
Imagine someone like me that has a mother. She has been calling me every time. Don't go outside, though. They say they're protesting. They're always walking around the street. She are interviewing people. Don't go interview people on the street, She has given me sound warning.
My dear.
Yeah. So you will not blame her.
Why? She's just watching over her child.
Of course, that's true. It's really sad. But in all, I really, really do pray that this does not end like NSAS.
Yeah.
I really pray it's better.
Amen.
Yeah, I really pray that we get a result, a positive result from this protest. I really, really hope so, and I'm really staying positive. Really, I am. Yeah. And for the fact that we're able to make it peaceful, at least the majority of the state went with peace.
Yeah.
It's really a good thing.
It's a head start.
So I really, really, really pray. And Mr. President, we have heard what you said. On behalf of my lovelies and I heard what you said. But we're not thinking about it because it's not even an option.
Yeah.
We are not listening to that. We do not want a dialogue. That should have been done long before now. We want action. Action. We need things to be done. That's what we want.
That's what
if we wanted a dialogue, we will have actually sent message to the what they call them, the governor, SGG, what they call them. We will have called on them and they will have sat down, will have come back to us, giving us a report. But that's we want action. We are speaking for ourselves. And I'm so in support of the protest. And I pray that as we go through the remaining 5 days, because today is the 15th, so we still have 5 more days to go. As we go through the remaining 5 days, I really pray that it goes well. And lovelies, please. I love you all so much. If you are not there to listen to me, I would not have SwantahSpeaks. So please, I need you all to protest peacefully.
Yeah.
Protest peacefully. Let's be safe. Even with your protest, be wise. I say wise is applicable to all things. Even in protest, it is wise to be wise. We all want this to end. And also, for the people that are extorting, guys, come on, we're pursuing a goal.
Stop.
It will not make sense that the both of us went to protest.
Yeah.
Then, all of a sudden, I find out that my phone is missing. Then I start seeing it with you. Then I start asking you, is that not my phone? And you are arguing. Then the police officers are meant to just oversee the affairs of the protest and the one that not come start settling us.
Not be jailing one of us.
Do you understand? And we are supposed to go out for the same thing. So it does not make sense, guys. And also, you're on the street. Okay, fine, you mounted roadblocks. Very good. But you do not have to now start charging people to pay you before they pass now. I thought the major thing is just to put a leaf on your car to show that, to signify that you are part of this protest. So why do you now have to charge me? Because you see it as an opportunity. Extortion is not an opportunity to make money.
At all.
It's not, especially when we're actually pursuing a cause. So guys, love this, okay? So please tell someone that knows someone that knows someone to just protest peacefully and avoid every means of extortion, and let's achieve this goal. At least let's just see if by God's grace
there'll be change.
Thank you. That's the word. We want a good change.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have you here, Blessing.
Hi.
I am so glad you came.
Thank you
it's
very
really
much.
Nice, and I'm sure everyone else will enjoy it too. But you owe me a date really, because we need to talk about agriculture. We need to see how, because you need to see the ginger and talk about agriculture. It seems that we have the same view. So I really want us to talk about that.
Okay.
But we'll do that behind camera, then we'll come back maybe I will tell you though. So we'll come back and then we'll have a discussion, proper discussion.
No
on the
problem.
culture.
I'm always at your service.
Thank you so much for
All right,
having
thank you too.
All right, lovelies. This brings us to the end of today's show. I love you all. Have a blessed week and have a peaceful protest. I love you all. Bye.
Bye.